You know we had to get the hooligans up here. We're gonna take this pussy nigga out. Yo, Dot, I got you. Yeah. If you like.
How do I do this intro?
What's up, my YouTube girl Deshawn. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I got my girl Bob Happy to the A to the P to the H to the E, and my girl Emma, the boss babe. And of course in Bali, the billboard bag. Baby,
The bird in the house. Let's get it. Okay, so welcome to my presentation on the big three rap beef for the non-hip-hop inclined. Pew, 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 pew. And Levert. Oh yeah. And Levert.
I'm rap inclined.
He is hip-hop inclined. So I just had to put that in there. So how did we get here? How did all of this start? Well, it started with the Like That verse. It was the verse to reignite hip-hop. The Like That verse was not the first verse to ignite hip-hop. The first verse was the Control verse by the very same Kendrick Lamar. And here we go, let's hear it.
I'm usually homeboys with the same niggas I'm rhyming with, but this is hip-hop and them niggas should know what time it is. And that goes for Jermaine Cole, Big Crit Wale, Pusha T, Meek Mills, A$AP Rocky, Drake, Big Sean, J Electron, Tyler McMillan. I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you niggas. Trying to make sure your core fans never heard of you niggas. They don't want to hear not one more noun or verb from you niggas. What is competition? I'm trying to raise the bar high.
So this was a young Kendrick Lamar basically calling everyone out in the industry, saying that I got love for you guys, but I'm the best and I'm trying to kill you guys with everything that I do, you know? And like most of his peers appreciated and understood the intentions of the verse, here are some of the reactions that these people had. Pusha T was saying, okay, my nigga, like I hear you loud and clear. J. Cole said that he wasn't dissing anybody that he mentioned, but he dissed everyone that he didn't mention, because that means he doesn't respect those other people that much. You get me? And then Big Crit was like, I appreciate it. I don't take it as a serious diss. I'm a competitor and rap is competitive. So basically, there wasn't like malice, there wasn't like hate behind it. He was just saying that like, yo, I'm the best. And as Wale said, any rapper should call themselves the best, because that's kind of what rap is based on and stuff. So overall, everyone was like, nah, it's cool, you know, like we get it, Kendrick. But not Aubrey. Not Aubrey.
And that verse was, he's giving people like moments, you know, like that verse was a moment to talk about. Are you listening to it now at this point in time? Okay. And then, but it was real cool for like, you know, a couple weeks. But like, if I ask you, for example, like, how does that verse start? When it comes to competition, I'm more worried about consistency. I'm more worried about bodies of work. You know what I mean? And as far as Kendrick goes, like I can't wait to see what he does, because now it's time to show and prove. And consistency it's been one album. Consistency is like you need more than one album. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's time to show and prove. And I look forward to seeing what he does, man. He's fucking super talented. So yeah.
Okay.
It is Aubrey Drake.
Yes, Aubrey is Drake, sorry.
I know that.
That's
I was
amazing.
Aubrey. Huge.
Okay, sorry guys. You guys are not hip-hop inclined. Askis. So I feel like you guys could sense that Drake was more salty about this whole Control verse. That was really corny. No one else reacted that way. Kendrick Lamar said Say Less, and he dropped like a series of amazing albums. Ask any proper hip-hop fan and they'll tell you that Kendrick Lamar is like a outstanding stellar discography. Am I right, Lavert?
Yes, you can't
Oh,
touch those albums.
Yeah, you can't touch these albums. Like,
Especially number
it's just
3,
stellar.
one in the middle.
The one in the middle is
Personal
like,
favorite.
it's a classic. It's been established in the world of hip hop. It's the best
Oh,
album
touch it.
to come
Ever.
out in the last 15 years.
25
Like-
years.
End of story. Okay. Okay.
Wait, with this beef, man, are we supposed to choose a side, or is this just to educate us?
This can I chip in here? I think later on you're gonna have to choose a side at some point. And
Wow. That's wild.
yeah,
Stuff. No. Okay.
Let's go.
part of a beat.
So ironically, nah, Drake put out a very inconsistent, this and that, ghost-written, culture vulture run of records. But his mainstream success somehow snuck him into the big 3 conversation.
There's
Like-
3 good songs on the entire album each time. No good albums.
Yeah, he has like albums with a few hits that everybody gravitates towards, and then people wanna hype
The
it up.
album's
His
trash.
fan base, dog, it's wild.
Except for More Life. More Life is consistent and he doesn't call it an album, but yeah.
Like he calls certain projects not an album, it's a playlist and stuff like that. Like, no, dude. So anyways, here we have a hip-hop veteran, Yasin Bey. He's known, his rap name is Mos Def, and here are his thoughts on Drake.
Drake is pop to me, in the sense like if I was in Target in Houston and I heard a Drake song, it feels like a lot of his music is compatible with shopping.
Commercial music.
Or it's you know, shopping with an edge in certain instances.
Wow.
With an edge.
Shopping with an edge, everybody.
Dangerous shop.
I'm not saying all of this. This is just, I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot the messenger.
I stand
Drake is-
on it though. I'm like,
Drake,
This
Yeah?
guy, man, is he like
yes.
so commendable in the hip hop world? Like, is he like his word is like whoa, you know?
no, it's big man. He's Yasin. This is Mos
Yeah.
Def. His name is Mos Def.
Oh my
He
days.
most
Yes, his
definitely-
name is Mos Def.
Okay.
All those
So-
albums trash.
Oh my days, Lavert chose violence today. He woke up angry today, and I know why. We're gonna get to that. But yeah, this is the opinion of Yasin Bey. I was merciful by not including DMX, because DMX hates Drake. Oh my goodness, and he was very vocal about not liking Drake.
I don't like anything about Drake.
Yeah, he literally said he doesn't like anything about Drake. So, like, a lot of people in hip hop don't respect Drake that much because he's not, as I said, he's a culture vulture. He has a ghostwriter. Guys, that's the biggest L in hip hop. You can't have a ghostwriter.
Okay.
No one can write your rhymes for you. So, like, what are you doing, sir? So, anyway, there's this meme or this tweet that I saw that really
No,
kind of hits the nail on the head for me personally and for a couple more people as well. It says that Drake is the McDonald's of hip hop. It's easy to listen to or eat, but you wouldn't give it a 5-star review. You guys' faces are killing me.
That is brutal. That is brutal. Poor guy. Dude.
It's like poor quality meat.
Do we even know what McDonald's patties are? Like, do we? But like, if you guys think that this is just Twitter or just me trolling, this writer is a writer for Rolling Stone, Andre G. He is also a very like vocal person on Twitter with a big following, who makes a lot of commentary on hip hop. He wrote basically the same thing, saying that Drake makes music for college-aged young men, treading a lifestyle of toxic romance, gaudy purchases, and endless hookah smoke. And then he says, despite lyrically regressing and alienating a notable sect of his original fan, the OVO factory churns on. And his recipe is underwhelming, but it lines his pockets. So this is not just me, this is not just Twitter. This is official shit, okay? It's facts.
Okay, Ne, I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, we understand that there are people out there that are saying all these bad things about Drake's music, but why are you not including also the other people that are saying the good things and the positive about his music if this presentation is not biased?
There aren't that many people say good things about him in the rap circulation.
But then he has much large following though. Like, people consider him to be a part of the big three, and there surely should be a reason why he's part of the big three.
Numbers.
Let me tell you, it's literally his sales. It's his popularity.
So then why do people listen to his music then? If they don't like it, would you listen to something that you don't like?
No, people like his music. But what we're saying is that in terms of hip hop,
people like
it's not
McDonald's as well.
He's not like showing and proving that he's a skillful MC, and that's the issue that I have, that we have, that the hip hop community has.
So his music, people enjoy his music, but there isn't a sense of authenticity to it. Is that what you guys are saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, cool, gotcha.
Jump to anything that's like, imagine, like this dude even made house music. He made a house album because house was popping. We made drill music when drill was popping. Culture.
I think that makes him very different then and very like...
No, but he kind of spoils it. Like imagine playing up pianos to Americans. Like, they don't know what's nice. They're just gonna like, be like, okay, Drake's doing my pianos now, so this must be it. You know what I'm saying? It's like culture. Like, at least if you're gonna do that, you should pay homage to the people that actually do that for real. You don't.
And put them on.
Put them on at least, yo.
He does collaborate with people, and then like after that, when that phase is over, there's nothing more to the relationship. Which I guess is a capitalistic thing, I guess. So we're arguing the wrong thing now. But like yeah, what were you saying, Bali?
I was asking, but does Kendrick put the people that he features in his songs on?
Yeah.
Well,
I think...
Yeah, he has a record label now as well.
Yeah. One example is The Weeknd didn't want to sign for Drake because people signed to Drake don't release music, or when they have like a good song, you'll usually like get on that song and take it. The Weeknd was like, nah, I don't mess with these dudes no more. And it's like, I'm not gonna sign to him and so on. It's just a weird dude. I don't like him.
So, as the years went by, Kendrick Lamar and Drake were sneak dissing each other. They were dissing each other subliminally. They were not mentioning names. So, like Kendrick said, after Control, nothing been the same since they dropped Control and tucked the sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes. So basically, that was aimed at Drake because he was the most sensitive person about that whole thing. And then Drake was like, yes, he said that Drake's clothes were pajama clothes. That's what he said. I was just saying that Kendrick was doing it for clout. And then all of these thingies, all of these quotes on this page show like the multiple times that they dissed each other. They actually dissed each other more, but I had to just condense it into these few examples. Drake was saying that they've been lying to you. Your shit is not that inspiring. And he was saying, I could have had all your fans if I didn't go pop and stayed on some conscious shit. Obviously, because Kendrick Lamar makes like conscious music. And then Drake called himself the kid with a motor mouth. So he was referring to himself as the motor mouth. And then Kendrick said, I've been dissecting your motor mouth till I break down the engine. So that was pretty blatant. And then this one. He says, I can dig rapping. This is Kendrick. I can dig rapping, but a rapper with a ghostwriter, what the fuck happened? So at the time when Kendrick said this, no one knew that Drake had a ghostwriter. But Kendrick must have known, and he made this line. And then, I don't know how long afterwards, a few months after, we found out that Drake has a ghostwriter. And it was like, damn, was Kendrick speaking about that nigga? Oh my gosh. And that was hard. That was dope. Yeah. So, sneak dissing for years, okay? For many years, they've been going back and forth. Anyways, so what about J. Cole, right? Okay. So, what about J. Cole? Because there's 3 people in this big 3, right? So J. Cole established himself like Drake before Kendrick. So he was in the game before Kendrick. And he put out several great albums while these 2 people, Drake and Kendrick, were throwing shots at each other. My personal favorite is 2014 Forest Hills Drive and KOD. Those are my favorite J. Cole albums. Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole were also like, they had a good relationship. They showed love for each other. They showed respect for each other, and they rapped on each other's beats. So they put out a song called Black Friday, where each of them like swapped songs and did a song on the other person's beat. And we were going mad about that because we thought that they were going to do a collaborative album, and we were like, oh my gosh, it's happening, and it didn't happen. So yeah, we don't know now, because like, what are the odds of that happening now, since they were beefing? So yeah. Also, you can't talk about J. Cole and not talk about his features.
When it comes to an artist who excelled at the art of rapping and who got the rap world talking every time he stepped in front of a mic, nobody would touch a Cole in 2023. And somehow he accomplished this without even dropping an album of his own. Instead, he went on a wild feature run and stole the show on other artist songs all year. Cole was able to excel while rapping over songs from lots of different genres as well, like R&B when he linked with Summer Walker, Afrobeats when he worked with Burna Boy, trap on his song with Gucci Mane, and even K-pop when he teamed up with J-Hope. He also delivered Complex's pick for the best rap verse of the year with his performance on Lil Yachty's Secret Recipe, where he maintained the same tail rhyme while still finding creative bars for over a minute. Then, of course, there's his unforgettable performance on Drake's First Person Shooter, one of the best rap songs of the year. Not only did Cole earn his first Billboard #1 hit, but he had the best performance with one of the most dominant artists in the world on the most commercially successful rap album of the year. It doesn't get much bigger than that.
As you guys heard, he was the best artist on Drake's song, on First Person Shooter. And that actually leads us to this beef reappearing again. So, It's time to talk about First Person Shooter. First Person Shooter was this song by Drake and Cole, where they were patting each other on the back and calling each other the goats, and they were calling themselves the goat. And yeah, let me play a clip. Oh, notice how he was saying it's just you and Cole, right? He was like, they two are the best. And Cole, ironically, was like, who's the GOAT? Is it K-Dot, Aubrey, or me? So he was speaking about a big three. And these people were busy having the time of their lives. They even toured together. And they were showing each other love on tour. And saying how great they are, the GOATs. But then, Kendrick said, whoa. Kendrick said, wait. Kendrick said, hey now. This was like, Lavette, stop. This was provocation. This was not sitting right with my man, okay? He was like, hell no. Why are you including me?
Okay, man.
Why are you including me in this big three bullshit? He was like, no. Here are some of the lines from Like That. He says, time for him to prove there is a problem. Obviously, they've been like in the same, being compared by people. So he's saying that it's time for Drake to prove there is a problem. And then he's like, fuck sneak dissing. Fuck that shit. First Person Shooter. Your song. I hope you came with 3 switches. Basically, 3 switches is 3 guns. So he's saying like, these niggas better have 3 guns if they want to come at me, because I'm not going down. They don't know about me. Yeah. You know? And then he also said, Prince outlived Mike Jack. That is Michael Jackson. So, this is a nice line. I actually really appreciate this line. Drake is always comparing them. Huh?
Of course you do.
What do you mean, Emma?
Of course you appreciate the line.
What do you mean, Emma? Anyways, let's move on. He says Prince outlived Mike Jack. So, Drake is always comparing himself to Michael Jackson. He also used Michael Jackson's voice for one of his songs. Like, after Michael had passed on, he used him in a song and stuff like that. Always referring to... Yes, without asking. Always referring to Michael Jackson and stuff like that.
Asking who, Chom?
You have to ask
He not
How?
dead.
You son.
the estate,
You have to
guys.
ask for right. Oh, you soon, right? His son's alive. His daughter's alive. You just take the man's voice out of the brain. And you think like, nah, I'm fake.
Oh.
Yeah, without
Sorry for
asking
this
the
problem.
estate, just to clarify.
Okay.
Okay. So he's always like going on about Michael Jackson. Even in First Person Shooter, right? You are saying he has so many hits, he's one away from breaking Michael Jackson's record. Okay, Aubrey, we're all very happy for you. On the other hand, Kendrick Lamar has compared himself and made reference to Prince, who was like kind of Michael Jackson's contemporary. So they were like both in the same space, but they were different.
How are they different?
They were
Prince could
different.
play
in the
all
sense-
instruments and like he did things really artistically and didn't really care what people think. Because like his art is supposed to last forever. And like Kendrick is kind of the same in the way that he's able to do anything on a rap record. It's like storytelling, if it's like flow, if it's like straight bars, anything. You could play all instruments. So yeah.
Yes.
Michael Jackson just sang and he had like popular
performance,
lyrics.
stage
Yeah,
presence.
but he wasn't like
And
complete artist. But he was amazing. So I'm a big Michael Jackson fan.
yeah, we love Michael Jackson.
Friends,
This
okay.
page does not support Michael Jackson slander, by the way.
Yeah, not
Just
at
so
all.
everyone knows.
And
But
it supports Drake.
definitely, let's all take a minute. Slender.
We flash Drake. Drake. Is his name really Aubrey, guys?
Yeah, his name's really Aubrey. Sorry, I'm not gonna interfere so much.
I think it's late now. That's late, my brother. Just continue.
But I appreciate it because he gets it. Like the whole explanation about the Prince versus Prince versus Michael Jackson thing. You got it spot on. You hit the nail on the head. Kendrick does like amazing, like unique, creative stuff that Drake wouldn't dare do because people wouldn't get it and it wouldn't sell. Okay? End of story.
Okay,
girl.
Yes.
Yes. So some of the other iconic lines that came out of that verse was motherfuck the big three, nigga, it's just big me. Like
Nigga bum.
And of course nigga bum. If you don't understand nigga bum, I can't explain it to you. You just get it or you don't.
That's the vibe.
But here is a video just for further enrichment. Here we go.
This opening line addresses Drake and J. Cole's first-person shooter, where the two take turns boasting about being the GOATs, which Kendrick took personally. For coughing, which relates to the neck and mouth and plays on the idea that someone coughing threatens to get you sick.
DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say yes, a lot of goofies with a check.
This is a play on both checks as in money and blue verification checks on social media, with the underlying message being that there's a lot of dummies with money and or online clout, but both don't mean anything if you're not respected like Kendrick is. But Goofies with a check is also a Drake diss, with Goofy being a cartoon dog, a play on For All My Dogs, and a check being the logo for Nike, who Drake collabs with. Kendrick is calling Drake Goofy, a non-threatening dog that's popular but not feared.
Niggas clicking up, but turn out be legit, no 40 water, tell 'em.
Here Kendrick undermines the authenticity of Cole and Drake's partnership, with wordplay on the cousins Be Legit and E40 aka 40 Water, who are in a group called The Click. But Kendrick is also nodding to the beat he's rhyming over, which uses the same sample source as E40's song Look at Me.
Sound system on, blue blam back, buffing on the doobie, almost grew up, nigga, bum. For all your dogs getting buried, that's a K with all these nines, he gon' see Pet Cemetery, nigga.
In these final lines, we get a direct reference to Drake's For All My Dogs, with Kendrick claiming to bury those dogs like Stephen King's horror novel Pet Cemetery. But this line is a triple entendre. First, K is for Kendrick, a 10, surrounded by 9s, Drake and Cole. Second, K is AK, surrounded by the much smaller 9mm. Finally, K plus 9 makes K9, tying a bow on the dog motif. But also notice how getting buried and cemetery in these final lines call all the way back to Kendrick's opening lines, don't pull no coffin out your mouth. A full circle moment to end this incredible verse.
So there we have it, guys. Did you all make it to the end of that video?
Yes. Absolutely not, but I will count on you explaining what happened.
Okay. Sorry, Bapi. I don't know what's the beef with you. Why is Microsoft Teams beefing with you? But anyways. So there's a lot of goofies with a check. He was dissing Drake for being a goofy, even though he has checks, he has money and all of that, and he has clout. And he said nigga bum, guys. He said nigga bum. Saying that's a K with all these 9s. He gonna see Pet Cemetery. So he's saying K is like Kendrick, who is a 10 among 9s. He's calling Drake and J. Cole 9s, whereas Kendrick is a 10. The K9 also goes back to For Your Dogs, which is the album by Drake, which he's basically dissing the game and stuff. Bali, yes.
I have a question. So,
Mhm.
is this how the beef started? It's a two-part question. This is how the beef started, right?
This
The
Is
is it.
beef
Kendrick,
start. Oh, sorry. Continue.
is Kendrick upset by the fact that Drake said that him and Cole are good rappers and didn't say that he's a good rapper?
No, that's not what it is. Okay.
Okay,
What you have to understand. Are you done? Is your question complete?
it depends on what you're going to say after this.
Okay. So, what you have to understand about hip hop is it's a very egotistic genre of music, and you always have to prove yourself as being the best.
Interrupt. I'm going through it. The video is playing on my side, and I keep not hearing what's going on. How do you want to leave and then talk back? Because it's
Okay. Okay, Pape. So, I was saying, hip hop is a very egotistic environment, and you always have to strive to be the best, and you have to also prove that you are the best. And anyone who wants to like claim that spot, you can't allow it. That's just the culture of hip hop. And they were going around calling each other the GOAT. And Kendrick didn't take that well. Kendrick wants to be the greatest rapper of all time. He's very intentional about that.
so, so he was just clapping back. He wasn't trying to start the beef.
I think he was trying to start it because he was tired of the subliminal and just wanted it to be like out there for it.
But what was subliminal? Because Drake said that they the big three, did he not?
The thing is, Kendrick wants to be separated from everyone. He is, in his mind, he is the top nigga, and no one comes close.
So he was upset because when they were seeing the whole three thing, they included him in it because they were saying we're all good. That's why he was upset because he just wanted it to be just him.
Yeah, big me.
Yes.
Okay.
He is the
Oh.
only greatest of our generation, and in his mind, he's the greatest of all time. Some people, that's a reality as well. He stands alone. That's the point. It's
I
just
think
big him.
he's-
It's just big
He
me.
takes pride in how he does things, unlike those other rappers. Each of his albums is like so different from the previous one, and that takes a lot of us to do in the mainstream. And putting him next to Drake is really disrespectful, honestly. Even J.
Yeah.
Cole.
Why can't they all speak?
Why can't?
Why can't they all speak instead of really big artists and great artists?
Because this is hip hop. Don't work like that.
You niggas should know what time it is.
It's very egotistic, yes. But
Makes you-
where did Deshaun go?
So where did you go also, Papi? What do you mean you're back? When did you leave? You guys didn't notice I was
I know.
no.
You know, my data ran out, guys. I'm out here doing this call on Dila, so it ran out. I had to go buy more data. When the next data runs out, good night, guys.
No, understandable. Thank
Yeah.
you for buying more data.
So yeah, no, you're one.
Yeah. That's wild. I don't know how that happened. Anyways. Okay. So that's what happened. The rap world went crazy. There was a lot of tweets, there were a lot of memes. LeBron James was rapping the verse. It made the news. The song was like being streamed like so much. It was the number one on Billboard for how long? It even blocked out a Beyonce album, which is crazy because Beyonce always eats in the charts. Look at her. She's so happy. Yes. And
My
then
goat out here.
your goat. Here we go. Goat talks. Here are some of my favorite tweets and stuff. This one person was like, JID has to drop a Baby Keem diss. So JID is someone who signed to J. Cole. He's like J. Cole's little nigga, and Baby Keem is Kendrick's little nigga. So they wanted like a whole full-on war. They wanted everyone to diss everyone. They were like, let's go, let's have it. It was just exciting when that first dropped. And like, yeah, we weren't expecting it either because first person shooter, it dropped a while ago. So we weren't like expecting, we thought that, okay, those people were doing their song and no one took offense or anything. And then boom, so many months later, we found out that no, someone actually was not okay with that song. And he went nigga bomb, okay? So yeah, I just put some of the reactions on the slide. My favorite, I guess, is this one with this Walter White who said, somebody cooked here. Because somebody cooked, guys. Somebody cooked. That nigga was Kendrick. Next up, we had 7-minute drill, which is Cole's response. And don't he wish he didn't? So, this response, Lavert is laughing. It wasn't one of those nasty diss tracks from the 90s or 2000s. He wasn't like going hard on Kendrick. Like he dissed him, but it wasn't like there's some really intense diss tracks from way back in the day. So he wasn't doing any of that. He was basically saying, don't make me do it, Kendrick, because I fuck with you, Kendrick. And, you know,
Was he beefing with J. Cole or was he beefing with Drake or both of them?
he was beefing. Let me be honest. Kendrick and Drake have beef.
Yeah.
Kendrick was just J. Cole just got like
Straight with it.
caught in crossfire because he associated with Drake and he put them in the same bracket, which Kendrick was not okay with. So I would say he didn't really diss J. Cole that much. And if you listen to the song, he didn't diss J. Cole that much. Actually, he didn't really diss J. Cole, but he really wanted to go at Drake.
So why is J. Cole now responding?
Exactly. Why did he respond? He flies. He likes things. No, to be honest, what he said was that he felt pressured to respond. And we'll get to all of those experiences and feelings that he had after dropping his diss track. But he basically, here are the disses that he made, right? He said, your first shit was classic, your last shit was tragic. Your second shit put niggas to sleep, but they gassed it.
Whoa.
Yeah. Which is bullshit, but anyways, he had to say something, you know. The second album that he says put niggas to sleep, that's the album that Levert and I was just going on about being the greatest album for the past however many years. So honestly, a lot of majority of the hip hop world was not really they weren't feeling that diss. They were like, no, sorry, that doesn't work. He also was like, your arms, okay, this one is the worst one. He says your arms are too short to box with a god. Basically, Kendrick is a short king, guys. So, he's short. So,
that was the best line.
Yeah, that was it, guys. Yeah, that was the one. That was the line.
Oh my gosh, is he 5'5"?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, he's
really short, guys.
How much is that in let me Google. I have to Google.
Like Deshaun is
God.
taller than Kendrick Lamar.
Ah,
Mm-mm. No,
she's
Zyla,
not.
but don't do that.
Shaq is not taller than him.
oh, he's okay. He's not that short. So it's 1.65.
Ah, that's short.
1.65.
You.
Short.
That's not short. That's taller.
That's really short.
Dude, I am like 1.60-ish, I think.
Ooh, I'm also 1.6. It's 1.65.
I'm
Almost
1.4.
1.7.
Guys, this man is short. Let's just accept it. He's a very short man.
He's
Wait,
slightly
taller
than me.
How tall is J. Cole then? If he
J. Cole
says
is
that-
massive. I'm not gonna lie. He is
J.
really
Cole,
tall.
J. Cole
That
actually
line.
played basketball professionally last year or the year before. So he's quite tall. He's super tall.
I'm
He's
Googling
tall.
it.
He can say that. Please do.
You're something over 2 meters tall. Hey,
You should see a picture of them together.
I want to see it. Actually, I'm going to Google that too. Can you guys see my face even? Oh my god. Ah! Yo, guys. J. Cole looks really tall. Okay, let's resume. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So that line was the line. That was,
J. Cole is giant, so everyone is short to me.
yeah. But Kendrick especially is short, considering that he is really short in general. He's a short king. And that's what they're clowning him for at the moment. He also said stuff like if Kendrick wasn't dissing, no one would be speaking about him. And he said that I was trailing behind you, now I hit my prime. So he's basically saying that he has overtaken Kendrick. So those were the disses that he came up with. But the diss was lame. The track was lame. And he agreed. He said this himself. I'm quoting him. Okay. I mean, why lie? Look at these albums. Why are you gonna, lie? Now we get to the apology. So, a few, 2 days after, 2 days after dropping the diss track, J. Cole apologized. Let me read a little bit of what he said. He said, I felt conflicted because I was like, bruh, I know I don't feel a way, but the world want to see blood. And then he says, I was trying to find an angle and downplay this nigga's fucking discography and his greatness. Basically admitting that he was only trying to get an angle in order to respond. So he tried to downplay the music that Kendrick made, and he tried to pretend like Kendrick isn't that GOAT. And he apologized. He said, yo, I'm sorry. He said, if anything, if Kendrick responds, he'll take it on the chin. He's literally saying yo, I don't want the smoke. If you respond, I'm not going to respond back because I don't want to be a part of this. And yeah, you know what? In hip hop, that's an L, unfortunately. I think that's an L in general because, why are you, going at someone and then deciding, you know what? No, forget about it. But yeah, it's an L. But I'm just happy that he admitted that trying to downplay Kendrick's music will give you sleepless nights. Because he was saying that he wasn't sleeping well and stuff like that, and it wasn't sitting well in his spirit. He said all of those, guys.
Not he was sleeping well. Oh my god.
It's the sleepless night. It's the confessions for me.
Yeah, so the reaction to this was it was split, because people were saying as a competitor, as a rapper, because as we've discussed in this whole presentation, rap is very competitive and all of that. J. Cole was one of those people to say that when I'm on your track, I'll kill you on your own track and stuff like that. He was talking of himself that highly. So it was surprising that he would tap out of the feud, because we just expected them to now like show who's better. You get me? So people were disappointed. They were, deeply disappointed, because competition is the name of the game. And wasn't he Muhammad Ali? Wasn't he saying we the big three? But I feel like Muhammad Ali. So, we weren't expecting him to just tap out like that. Yes, that's one thing that I can give to him. I'm happy that he said sorry. I'm happy that he stopped his lies. I'm happy that he stopped his lies, calling Kendrick Lamar's music boring, calling it tragic, and acting like that shit isn't amazing.
Yeah.
So
He took accountability. Can we not give him credit for taking accountability?
that is what half of the rap world is saying. Because as I said, the reaction was split. A lot of people were like, this is so disappointing. This is absolutely disgusting.
Guys, mistakes happen in life. So free.
So anyways, I thought it was funny, because it's just funny to think that someone apologized for dissing someone else. And I also thought that Twitter was funny at that time. There we have it. The apology occurred. It was funny. It was a moment. And it just made Kendrick look even badder, even scarier. But what's crazier, and the latest song to have been a chokehold, is the Kendrick Lamar's The Hard Part 4 from 2017, guys. And like, if this song came out like last week, you wouldn't be able to tell me that it's not relevant. Because just listen to what happens here.
Don't tell a lie on me. I won't tell the truth about you. Don't tell a lie on me. I won't tell the truth about you. My fans can't wait for me to sun your punk ass and crush your whole little shit. I'll big pun your punk ass, you a scared little bitch. Tiptoeing around my name, nigga, you lame. And when I get at you, homie, don't you tell me you was just playing. Oh, I was just playing, K-Dot. Come on, you know a nigga rock with you, bro. Shut the fuck up, you sound like the last nigga I know. Might end up like the last nigga I know. Oh, you don't wanna clash, nigga, I know. I put my foot on the gas, head on the floor, hopping.
That song is literally, it feels like it's the response to J. Cole. He said, "You a scared little bitch, tiptoeing around my name. You a scared little bitch. My fans are waiting for me to like murder you and stuff." It's crazy. And he says, "And when I come at you, don't act like you was just playing." Like, dude, something amazing happened here. We don't know how he did it, but he did it. Here's another snippet.
No, I put my foot on the gas, head on the floor, hopping out before the vehicle crash. I'm on the road, yelling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am the greatest rapper alive. So damn great, motherfucker, I've died. What you hearing now is a paranormal vibe.
He said, "I'm the greatest rapper alive. So damn great, motherfucker, I died." Like, whenever these people whenever these people become the greatest, that's when they die. Kendrick is like, I'm that good, where I should be like RIPing, because I'm that good. I'm the greatest rapper alive. So damn great, motherfucker, I died. What? Also, he posted Mr. 1 through 5. So he's saying, I am number 1, 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. You guys can start at number 6. but you're not close to me.
Hectic. That is hectic.
So, let us continue.
Nigga, I'm fresh out the water, I'm about to breach, nigga. The 5-foot giant woke up out of his sleep, nigga. Oh yeah, more cars, more leers, more bars, no peers, no scars, no fear. Fuck y'all sincere, I heard the whispers, I heard the whispers. You know what the risk is. Earthed in ditches, your body reverting to stiffness. The whole world going mad, bodies is adding up. Markets about to crash, niggas is fake.
Everything is in turmoil because of him, as per usual. Okay, we
It's
continue.
blasphemy. How many go blast for me? I prophesized on my last song, you laughed at me. But when the shit get bracket, don't you ask for me. How many leaders go tell you the truth after me? G Malone, big bro, kudos to him. I was 2 O's from a M, trying to be big as M. 30 million later, my future favors the legendary status of a hip-hop rhyme savior. Salmon.
Kendrick Lamar calls himself the hip-hop rhyme savior. And then also he's like, I prophesied on my last song, you laughed at me. Which is wild. Let's keep this in mind. Him prophesying, right? Because what happened to Cole is that he forfeited, right? Like this line, on Black Friday, he says, and now we look at the competition as quick submission. They tapping out before we even get a chance to mess up. Like, how does he know? How did he know that Cole is just gonna tap out? Like, he's prophesying. It's wild. It's amazing. Crazy. There's more. It's weird. It's weird. This song is weird.
I said it's like that. Drop one classic, came right back. Another classic, right back. My next album, the whole industry on the ice pack. With TOC, you see the flames in my EYEs. It's not a game, and the whole world is going mad, daddy. You're sad, daddy. My only advice, go and get you a bag, daddy. Libaka, on trial, trying to portray a boxer. Beating up on my niggas while the COs watch them. Tables turn, lesson learned, my best look. You jump sides on me, now you about to meet Westbrook. Go celebrate with your team and let victory vouch you. Just know the next game played, I might slap the shit out you. Technical foul, I'm flagrant, I'm foul. They throwing me out, you throwing the towel. Look at the crowd, they, nah, I don't like that. Look at my smile, I'm smirking, calm but urgent. That ain't the style, fuck. So many verses, you live in denial, fuck. So many verses, I never run out. What?
You're making them nervous, the music is loud.
Ho Jay-Z, Hall of Fame, sit your punk ass down.
Okay, whoa, guys. This here is a gem. Now pay close attention. He was referencing Jay-Z. He said he averaging one hot verse like every 30 months or something, which is something that Jay-Z said when Jay-Z was in a beef. He says, that's one album every 10-year average. And then he also said, 4 albums in 10 years, nigga, I can divide. And then Jay-Z said, 4 albums in 10 years, I could divide. So he was like referencing Jay-Z throughout his diss, right, of Kendrick. And back in 2017, Kendrick said, "Ho, Jay-Z Hall of Fame, sit your punk ass down." It's like, you can't be using Jay-Z's lyrics, you can't be using his disses when Jay-Z is a legend and you're not there yet. Like, it's so creepy how it seems like this song was written this year. Like, it was written after Cole dropped his diss. It's so weird. It's like, there's so many little, like, shots that feel like they're directed at J. Cole, except it was written by Kendrick Lamar in 2017, so make it make sense. You know? Crazy, dog.
Crazy. Like, I'm hearing all of this Bible, Kendrick, Pastor Kendrick, Prophet Kendrick. It's all
No, but we're not even at the craziest one. We're still getting to it. Yes, there's a even crazier thing that he prophesied. Let's call it that. Let's see, is it in the slide? Oh my goodness, it is. Okay, this is the one. This is the slide.
So many verses, I never run out. What?
You're making them nervous, the music is loud.
Ho Jay-Z, Hall of Fame, sit your punk ass down. So that means you ain't bigger than rapping. So that means no more playing the back scenes. My spot is solidified if you ask me. My name is identified as that king. I let y'all worry about the list, I'm on some other shit. A difference between accomplishments and astonishments. You know what time it is, Annie up, this is him forever. Y'all got till April the 7th to get y'all shit together. Let's get it. Look. On phone now.
I'll let you guys worry about a list. I'm on some other shit. Which is the whole reason why we're in this beef. Listing people. And then, freaky enough, he says, y'all got till April the 7th to get your shit together. Let us ask the question. When did J. Cole apologize to Kendrick Lamar? J. Cole apologized to Kendrick Lamar on April the 7th. He apologized to Kendrick Lamar on April the 7th. I don't know how. You can't make this shit up, dog. I honestly...
That is a hectic.
That's crazy. What?
Guys, I was losing my shit. Imagine how many times I listened to this song. After all of that went down, I was like, noise, another one. Noise, Kendrick, stop it. What do you mean?
What was this track for actually initially? Because what do you mean now? Dude.
So this one was in that period where Drake and Kendrick were sneak dissing each other. It was most probably for Drake, and it just turned out to be the best response to Cole's little diss that he decided to drop. It's wild, guys. Like we were all on Twitter like, wow, Kendrick is really prophetic. Oh my goodness, this is wild. That was trippy. I was like, whoa. I think everyone was kind of just like, whoa, that's wild. But somebody missed the deadline. There's a certain rapper, Drake, who missed the deadline. Cole honored the deadline, but Drake did not. So now here we are. It's about to be violence. It's about to be murder. It's about to go down. And we are so ready for it. I am so ready for it. So what followed after that was Drake's eventual response. Drake, he didn't drop the diss track. He leaked it, right? Or let me say it was leaked. But the streets are saying that Drake leaked it. And why would he leak it? Because if people don't like it, he can disown it. He can be like, nah, that's not what I was. That's not me. That's AI. Remember I told you guys Drake has this tendency of disowning his own work and calling it playlists instead of calling it an album.
Yeah.
It's the same energy. It's the same shit. So, on April 13th, 2 weeks after like that drop, a track began circulating of Drake responding to everyone dissing him, but mainly Kendrick. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, everyone is actually beefing with Drake. He just rubs people the wrong way, I guess. Metro Booming is beefing with him, Future's beefing with him, The Weeknd is beefing with him, Rick Ross is beefing with him, and Kendrick Lamar is beefing with him as well. Drake wasn't saying, hey yo Kendrick, here's my response. He just leaked it. It just leaked. And it was circulating. And the response was positive. Rick Ross decided that it's fine. I'll respond to him without him, owning that track. And here's his little honorable mention. So, Drake was heavily trolled by Rick Ross. He called him BBL Drizzy. He basically made BBL Drizzy a hashtag. And I know it's weird, like, what does a BBL have to do with anything? But what Rick Ross was saying is that Drake he had a surgery to give him abs. Basically, like saying that that was his BBL. So Drake got a BBL. Also, he was calling Drake white boy because he's biracial. And that he had his nose done as well. He says, you never wanted to be a nigger anyways, so you got an operation to make your nose look smaller than your father's nose. Yeah. So yeah, he dropped that song called Champagne Moments, and he was trolling Drake. It was basically jokes, man. Like it was jokes. It was jokes. Saying he had a BBL, saying he had
very hectic jokes.
It was jokes, but it's not. But it's true animosity. So yeah, hectic, yes, but very funny for some of us. So he mentioned other things as well. He says, ghostwriters, they got the flows, what you could have had. Record labels taking a loss. Are you in your bag? You're a worker wanting to chat, don't make me laugh. Basically, again mentioning how Drake has ghostwriters, which you can't do that. Let me just reiterate that don't work as a rapper. No ghostwriters. Niggas leaking their records when speaking directly. If we keeping it gangster, when you see me, check me. He's also just dissing him for, leaking the record instead of, putting it out like a normal artist. And yeah.
Yeah, you had that surgery, that six-pack going. That's why you wearing that funny shit at your show. You can't hide it, nigga. White boy.
That's part of the beef. I'm not here for it because I'm here for Kendrick versus Drake, not all these other people. And they kind of just trolling each other. Like, they compare each other's mentions, as you see here in the bottom right corner. And what are we supposed to do with this information? Like, what is the point of that? Let's talk about rap. Let's talk about hip-hop. Let's keep it a buck, Let's look at what Drake said to Kendrick, right? He says, I don't care what Cole think, that Dot shit was weak as fuck. Dot is Kendrick Lamar, by the way. Just so you guys know the names again. That Dot shit was weak as fuck. That's what he said. Again, the 5-foot giant was getting roasted for his stature. The shorty was getting roasted again and again and again. He said, how the fuck you big stepping with size 7 men's on? Because Kendrick Lamar's last album was called Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. The name of the diss track is Push-Ups, right? He says, because Top told you drop and give me 50 like some push-ups. He was claiming that Kendrick was extorted in his record deal, right? Drop and give me 50 is like a way of saying drop music and give me 50% of the music. And it's like, somebody else owns Kendrick. And he's not his own boss. And he has his own record company now, so I don't know, maybe in a few years earlier that line would have hit more for me, but yeah. He also continued with this whole Michael Jackson and Prince thing. What is a prince to a king? He's a son. So he's saying that Kendrick is his son. Also, like, just doing some wordplay because Michael Jackson actually named his son Prince. So it's like supposed to be a bar or something. This one cracks me up. He says, Maroon 5 needs a verse. You better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Top say drop and you better give him 50. This man is dissing Kendrick for doing pop records, doing features with pop artists. Meanwhile, Drake, he is a pop nigga himself. And then another thing that he said, which was bold. He said, I be with some bodyguards like Whitney. So now he's here referencing the movie by Whitney Houston called The Bodyguards, right? He's also name dropping Kendrick Lamar's partner, right? And perhaps subliminally suggesting that her safety is compromised. Okay, that's bold. So you're gonna name drop someone's wife. He didn't learn. He name dropped on Pusha T's wife. And Pusha T killed that nigga. He dropped a song called The Story of Adidon, which is about it's a diss and it's lethal. It's
Drake didn't
about
respond to it because he couldn't.
yeah, also Drake did not respond. Like Drake had no way to respond, so he just let it slide. He just went in his shell at that point.
But why is he just people's wives? I don't understand.
Yeah, let's talk about this track by Pusha T. So I couldn't put the whole Pusha T diss track in here because I don't want to go too far off topic, and I also didn't want to make this presentation go on forever. But ultimately, here's a snippet. He says, "You mentioned wedding ring like it's a bad thing. Your father walked away at 5. Hell of a dad thing." And then he continues to say how Drake is kind of doing the same thing that his father did because Drake had this child
That
with
he
like
did. Oh my god.
yes, that he was hiding and he didn't want anyone to know and stuff. And this man is bold enough to diss people who are in marriages and stuff. Meanwhile, he's hiding babies from the world and stuff. So Pusha T put out a pretty fire diss track after Drake went for him. And Drake was silent. Drake had nothing to say. Drake could not answer. And I don't know why he decided to use the same tactic and name drop Kendrick's wife or fiance. But the point is, I am scared for Drake. It's not looking good. Why would you do that? You're not learning from your mistakes. Bad. Yeah. Bad. Currently we're waiting for Kendrick to respond. We haven't gotten his response to Drake's response. But what's wild is the way that Drake is like trying to bait Kendrick to come out, and he's trying to make a big deal about how long Kendrick is taking when it took him 2 weeks to leak his response, and it took him another 1 week to claim it and be like, yeah, this is me. This is my response. So I don't understand how this man works. So he's been like on Instagram saying, oh, Kendrick doesn't really have a response. We're waiting on his response. He's taking forever. Oh, you need a few more weeks. Oh, wada. But this morning, yes, go ahead.
Drake has a line where he says, trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers, but now he's the one with the Twitter fingers. So he's like, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Just annoying.
But then this morning, I think this is what made Levert even more angry. This morning, I woke up to the... Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I've been hearing this Machiavelli thing everywhere. What's a Machiavelli? Oh, who's Machiavelli?
Okay, we're getting there. I'm sorry if you asked. This morning, we woke up to some dumb bullshit. Let me tell you this.
Girl.
Drake.
Drake is annoying.
He is so annoying. Remember culture vulture? Keep that in mind. Keep that word in mind. Culture vulture and all of that dumb shit. Okay. This morning we woke up to Drake releasing a song which had AI features. So okay. I'm gonna get where I'm going there. But first I need to give you some context. We all know Tupac Shakur, the one and only, the GOAT, the legend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Please say you guys do know him.
You know Tupac too.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, do you know his songs? No, but that's
I
not
know
important.
I'm sure you do know his songs, Babe.
Yeah,
You
mama.
do. Yeah, you definitely know his songs.
When I was young,
Hey,
we got on my hair, beef,
No, but don't rap right now.
sorry.
Don't do it. Don't. My G.
But I do sound like the voice is not bad, isn't it? It's quite
No,
not bad. Sounds too Tupac-ish. I'll do better than the actual.
Okay,
Sorry,
Lovat.
sorry.
All right. Okay.
You guys are such siblings. Oh my days.
I think I'll give Lovat like 5 minutes when I'm done with my presentation. just so we can, yes, just to finish it off for him
A
guys.
lot on my heart, man. I got a lot on my heart.
Okay, Lovat, you're I Mia.
It's been going.
Yes,
Sorry,
je het flats voor Emma gekry om te praat. The time Emma has been silent.
Drake is a bitch.
Okay, Lovat, we're gonna give you a time afterwards.
Are you okay? It's not fine.
Okay, let's regroup, ne? Lovat, you're gonna get your time. Thank you so much. We appreciate. Anyways, so we know Tupac. He's a legend. He's from the West Coast, right? And in the West Coast, rap is a major part of the culture. He is a symbol. He is very highly held up in that community because he's that guy, He revolutionized rap and stuff and popularized it. So another one of Tupac's like homies back in the day, Snoop is still alive, but unfortunately Tupac is no longer with us. And being from the West Coast himself, Kendrick Lamar is inspired by Tupac. He pays homage to Tupac. He speaks highly of Tupac. And, well, people like Snoop Dogg really support Kendrick Lamar and are proud of him. And they kind of handed the mantle over to Kendrick Lamar, right? So he's like the next generation. He's like the leader of this generation of hip-hop in the West Coast.
Okay.
And so this morning, Drake dropped another song. He actually released it on social media, not on streaming platforms, where he used AI to rap from Tupac's perspective, using Tupac's voice. Tupac is Machiavelli, by the way. Sorry, I didn't even answer that question. Tupac is Machiavelli.
I thought Machiavelli was a South African artist because I heard it in a song that goes Machiavelli. I thought he was a South African artist. I'm like, who is this Machiavelli? Like, Machiavelli.
Where is Machiavelli from? Is Machiavelli in Joburg?
Oh my goodness.
Is he from Sosha? What's happening?
You were thinking Machiavelli made it big.
Not Sosha, Bali, please. I'm like, is this South African artist now like a beefy with overseas artist? Whoa.
Wow, we're so proud. South Africa once again. Basically, Drake did a verse from Tupac's perspective, basically saying like, oh, dude, he was saying some dumb shit, trying to act like, Kendrick Lamar is letting the West Coast down, and he's also being quite malicious with one of these lines here on this slide. It says, "Call him a bitch for me. Talk about them liking young girls. That's a gift for me. Heard it on a Button podcast. It must be true." Trey kind of kind of goes for young girls, like very young,
Yeah.
like 20s and they about. When he's old, he's like in his 30s. So people have been saying and anticipating that Kendrick might shoot at him with that, like in his response. So he's trying to kind of like
Get that out of the topic
get it out the way. He's
by
trying to
mentioning it first. Eminem did that
mention
on a
it
movie.
first.
I was trying to be slick.
He's trying to mention it first so that like when Kendrick chooses to mention it, it doesn't have as much bite to it, and he's downplaying it like, "Oh, I like younger girls." Okay, what, but dude, no.
Oh, Aubrey, do we call 10 1? How?
No, for real though,
He's a
it's bad.
pedophile. He's actually a
Oh my
pedophile.
god!
Like,
Get out of
huh?
here, dog!
Like there's evidence of him like kissing like 16, 17-year girls on stage and stuff like that. That's weird, dog. Like, don't do
Yeah, that
stuff
is
like
weird.
that. And then he asks like, yo, how old are you? Like, and then he proceeds to kiss the damn child on the mouth.
Yeah, there is
Oh,
that video on Twitter, which
nah,
is
man.
it's really, and he's trying to like downplay all of that,
Yeah,
and he's trying to do all of this
sorry.
in Tupac's voice, trying to make it like Tupac, can endorse him and stuff, using Tupac's like his status to kind of like cover up the fact that he's a shitty person and his music ain't all that and all of that shit. It's bad. Like I don't understand who gave him this idea to rap as Tupac and stuff.
And Snoop Dogg. Like,
And Snoop.
also,
Snoop Dogg
if I have
is
to
alive.
interject, yeah, Snoop Dogg's alive. If I have to interject again, this is like taking a shot at the whole West Coast. West Side is crazy. Don't play with dudes on the West Side. We got Compton.
West Side.
Boy.
Dude,
Snoop was
it's wild. It's wild, man. I am just taken aback by this track with the AI Tupac and the AI Snoop. Like,
said something about. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
no, please do, Lord. I am enjoying this presentation. I'm learning so much.
He said that he's bigger in his town than Kendrick. There's a diss track by Kendrick. It's actually on Dr. Dre's album, and that is probably one of the best verses that went like straight at Drake, where it says, your tour bus parked in Compton and you couldn't get out, and we had to tell the dudes to let you perform, basically. And he's talking about I'm bigger than you are in your hometown. It's cap. Say something that's facts. Drake is whack.
Yes.
Light skin,
Yes.
white boy. Fuck out of here.
They did what? When? How? Are you sure? Y'all have a good night. And to all.
I'm starting saying 29.
Right off. Everybody calling my phone, blowing me up. What the fuck? What happened? What's going on? I'm going back to bed. Good night.
So yeah, it's wild. All of this is very wild. And that's where we are at the moment. Here are my final comments before I open the floor to anyone. But we're all gonna keep it brief and not get too emotional and too excited when we open the floor. I'm excited to see how it unfolds. I have so much trust in my nigga. And lastly, nigga Bob. Ah! Okay, guys. Thank you all so much. The floor is now open. Go ahead.
Can I go first?
Yes, thank you, Emma. Let's go.
Okay, firstly, thank you, Chumi, for the presentation. It was very beautiful. I didn't expect it to be like this beautiful with so much effort, videos. Like, wow.
And
I'll be
we
back in
truly
2 seconds.
understand.
Okay.
It was so well prepared.
Thank you, guys. I'm blushing. Wait, let me turn my camera back on so you guys can see me blushing.
What did I want to add? I forgot what I wanted to say. But overall, shame to me. Well done. I'm gonna add when I remember.
Okay.
And what I learned is that Drake is a whack.
Thank you, nigga bomb.
Nigga bam.
Nigga bomb.
Yeah.
Or something.
No, all she said, like she learned the most important thing, which is that Drake is whack, and she's saying
Yeah.
nigga bomb. Emma's like nigga bomb.
If someone gets on your nerves, just be like, nigga, bam! But say it with your chest.
Yes, Shami. Thank you to my data guys. It made it to the end.
Yay,
Wow.
I was worried.
I had my doubts, but we did it. Shami, thank you for the presentation. Although we were giving you a lot on the group chat for it being 1,000 pages. Thank you. It was very detailed. I understood everything. Well done, ma'am. And I had legit no knowledge at all. So, girl, well done. It gave what it should give. Lovely work.
Thank you.
I was actually invested, Shane. Like, I was actually so invested. Initially, I was like, okay, we're just going to listen to the song and then I geek out about hip hop and it's going to be fun. But, like, now I'm like, I go Drake. Why are we being a diva? You know? Like, why? Like, I thought he was, like, pretty cool, guys. I like Drake, especially old school Drake. I really like old school Drake. Now I'm like, gotta represent the West life.
West Side. I'm happy. This is good. I'm opening eyes, I feel like.
Eyes for my days.
Yep. I think we can give the floor to the Vert once more again. Send us off, sir.